If you've forgotten where you parked your car again, don't brush it off as aging, because it could be something far more serious. Every 3 seconds, someone in the world develops dementia, and the early signs often go unnoticed, until it's too late. How many of these signs have you seen in a loved one? Let me know in the comments. Because today, we're revealing the 10 early symptoms of dementia you should never ignore. Dementia doesn't show up overnight. It creeps in quietly. First is a name you can't quite remember, a word that sits on the tip of your tongue, or a misplaced key you swore you just had. But here's the chilling part. According to the World Health Organization, over 55 million people currently live with dementia, and most are diagnosed far too late to reverse its course. By the time families realize what's happening, their loved ones may already be deep in confusion, personality changes, or even danger, like wandering out of the house alone or forgetting how to make a phone call. And here's what most people don't know. Dementia is not a normal part of aging, that it's caused by damage to brain cells that affects memory, language, and decision-making. And yet, most seniors go years without recognizing the warning signs. Why? Because we write it off. Mom's just tired. Dad's always been a little forgetful. Grandma's just getting old. But what if one of those small quirks is actually your brain's cry for help? Let's uncover the warning signs before it's too late. The good news: if caught early, many forms of dementia can be slowed, even prevented, with the right care, diet, and brain support. One study from The Lancet found that addressing just 12 modifiable risk factors could prevent or delay up to 40% of dementia cases worldwide. And in just a few minutes, I'll also share one brain-boosting daily habit that neurologists swear by to protect memory long-term. But first, let's break down the 10 early signs of dementia you should never ignore. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to become more aware for yourself or someone you love. Let's dive in. Asterisk number 10. Difficulty finding the right words. Everyone has a tip of the tongue moment now and then, but when someone consistently struggles to find everyday words, calling a microwave that hotbox, or forgetting simple nouns, it may be an early cognitive red flag. According to a study published in Alzheimer's Research and Therapy, language issues can begin years before diagnosis. It's not about being forgetful. It's about losing access to language patterns your brain once handled effortlessly. What to watch for: long pauses, replacing words with vague descriptions, or frustration while speaking. Number 9. Misplacing items in illogical places. We all lose keys from time to time, but putting them in the refrigerator or hiding a wallet in a shoe, that's not normal forgetfulness. It's a sign of impaired spatial memory. Research from UCSF Memory and Aging Center shows this kind of behavior indicates deeper confusion in memory organization. And here's the scary part: people often can't retrace their steps at all. What to watch for: blaming others for stealing, constantly searching, or finding items in odd places. Number 8. Withdrawal from social activities. Has your loved one stopped going to bridge club, church, family dinners? Early dementia often causes people to pull away not because they're disinterested, but because they're confused or embarrassed. A 2018 study found that reduced social activity can be both a symptom and a trigger for dementia decline. What to watch for: sudden loss of interest, avoiding conversations, or sitting silently in social settings. Number 7. Difficulty following a plan or recipe. Following a recipe or balancing a checkbook involves executive function, which is often one of the first things dementia begins to erode. Harvard Health reports that people with early dementia may have trouble with sequencing, doing things in the right order, so your once master chef mom may suddenly forget to preheat the oven or mix ingredients in the wrong order. What to watch for: struggling with directions, getting confused in tasks with multiple steps. Number 6. Changes in mood or personality. This one often catches families off guard. A sweet, calm person may suddenly become angry, paranoid, or anxious. Dementia affects the frontal lobe, responsible for emotion and impulse control. One daughter said, "It was like my mom turned into someone else overnight. Suspicious, rude, always worried." What to watch for: irritability, irrational fears, or wild mood swings with no clear reason. Have you noticed something like this in someone close? Tell me below. I read every comment. Number 5. Getting lost in familiar places. Imagine forgetting the way to your own house, or standing on your street and suddenly not recognizing anything. The Alzheimer's Association reports that disorientation is one of the top signs that dementia is progressing beyond the early stages, and the risk here is massive. Many seniors with dementia wander, putting themselves at risk of injury or getting lost. What to watch for: getting lost on routine walks, driving confusion, or needing GPS for places they've been to for years. Number 4. Repeating stories or questions. Have you ever had someone ask you the same question 5 times in one day? It's more than just forgetfulness. It may be short-term memory loss. Studies show that damage to the hippocampus, the brain's memory center, is one of the first signs of Alzheimer's-related dementia. What to watch for: telling the same story over and over, repeating questions, or forgetting a conversation that just happened. Asterisk number 3. Poor judgment or decision-making wearing a winter coat in July, giving away thousands of dollars, leaving the stove on for hours. These aren't just oops moments. According to the Mayo Clinic, poor judgment is a core cognitive decline symptom in early dementia. It's not that the person doesn't care, it's that their brain can't assess risk properly anymore. What to watch for: unsafe choices, impulsive behavior, or unusual purchases. Asterisk number 2. Trouble with time and dates, missing appointments, confusing morning with night. Not knowing the current year, time confusion is often one of the earliest and most ignored signs of dementia. According to Johns Hopkins Medicine, it may seem harmless until the person forgets to eat, take meds, or attend important events. What to watch for: asking what day it is repeatedly, mixing up timelines, or trouble keeping schedules. Asterisk number 1. Memory loss that disrupts daily life. Forgetfulness is normal, but when it begins to disrupt your ability to function, to drive, cook, pay bills, or take medications, it's time to act. Alzheimer's Disease International reports that nearly 80% of people with dementia never get diagnosed early. That's why recognizing memory loss that interferes with daily independence is the most critical sign of all. What to watch for: forgetting important dates, needing reminders constantly, or relying too heavily on family members. Asterisk, and here's what doctors want you to know. There is something you can do right now to protect your brain even if you're already noticing these symptoms. One of the most powerful brain-supporting foods is avocados. Yes, really? Rich in healthy fats, lutein, and vitamin E, avocados have been shown in a 2020 study published in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience to boost cognitive function and slow brain aging. They increase blood flow to the brain, reduce inflammation, and even help repair damaged neurons. Tip: add half an avocado to your morning smoothie, or enjoy it with eggs and whole grain toast. Eat this just 3x weekend. Your brain will thank you. So let's recap the 10 early warning signs of dementia. Trouble finding words, asterisk, misplacing things in odd places, withdrawing socially, struggling with steps or plans, asterisk, personality changes, getting lost, repeating stories, asterisk, poor judgment, time, confusion, life disrupting, memory loss. These signs might seem small, but together, they paint a powerful picture, and the earlier you act, the better the outcome. So here's your action plan. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment with the signs you've seen, and subscribe for weekly videos on memory health, senior wellness, and longevity tips backed by real science. Remember, you are not powerless, you are not alone, and it is never too early or too late to protect your brain. Stay sharp, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.